It's like everybody's always talking about how upset the devil is, but like, why is he really, really upset? Like, I know he's mad because his days are numbered, but like, why does he go so hard? And it's because he's angry. He tricked himself out of his spot. You should not have to pay the cost for devil's mistakes. The day that the Lord decided to give his life up, he paid the cost for each and every sin that you would ever commit, which is why you don't have to be condemned. His grace and mercy is so sufficient. So when the devil and Jesus were on the mountain and the enemy was trying to tempt the Lord, worded it in a way to make it seem like he was trying to get God to prove himself. He did it in a sly way, like, if you really who you say you are, then make this thing happen or do this. And the thing about that is, he already knows who you are. The enemy already knows who you are, which is why he's going so hard to trick you out of your spot. He already knows what you possess. He already knows what you can do. He already knows what the Lord has called you to do. So if he can get you to act out of the will of God, if he can get you to sin, if he can get you to do things that he knows are not pleasing to the Lord, then he tricks you out of your spot. Like he told God, if you're really who you say you are, then turn these stones into bread. Right? He wasn't doing that because he wanted God to prove to him that he was who he was and that he could really turn these stones into bread. He already knew who God was. He was trying to get the Lord to do this thing, and by turning the stones into bread, the Lord would be tempted to eat. But you see, the Lord, he was tempted, but he did not give in to the temptation because he knew he was set in stone with who he was. He knew who he was called to be. So instead of him giving in to the temptation, he told the enemy, you are not to tempt me. Like, chill out. I got this. I know who I am, and you know who I am, but I know and you know that you can't fool me. The enemy goes so hard and he's so adamant in his ways because even in his damnation, he's still full of pride. In his ignorance, he believes that in some kind of way he's still getting back at the Lord, which is wild to me because your fate is already determined, bud. It's really vital for you to know the enemy's truth. Satan is a liar. Anything that he presents to you, anything that he tells you he can give you is a lie. Fast fame, fast money, anything that's outside of the will of God, it's fleeting. It can be here today and gone tomorrow. Anything that God gives you is fruitful. It multiplies. It's overflowing. The important takeaway from this video is to always remember why Satan is so angry. Satan is mad because you still have a chance. Every time, every morning, the Lord decides to fill your lungs with air, you have another chance. His chances are kaput. Like, he cannot come back. He can't come back from where he is. When he tells you, I can get you fame and I can get you riches and you'll be the influence of all influences. Anytime he presents these things to you, but it's at a cost, and the cost is your soul, please understand that he's not doing this thing because he loves you, because he just wants the best for you. He's doing this because he wants to see you forfeit your chance. Forfeit your chance to be a citizen of heaven. Forfeit your chance of the inheritance that God has for you. Not just here on earth, but after this life is over. He wants to see you down bad with him. Remember why the enemy is so upset with you. Remember his truth. Know his truth. Okay, my friend? Okay.